Have you ever reached the point where even hope feels like a lie? Where the people you loved the most simply disappeared? Where you called and no one answered? Where you sent a message and kept waiting for a reply that never came? Where the silence on the other side feels heavier than any words ever could? Where every minute feels longer, emptier, harder to endure? Where you wake up in the middle of the night with that weight in your chest that has no name, and you stare at the ceiling, unable to fall back asleep, with your thoughts spinning in circles, thoughts that give you no rest, thoughts that pull you down, thoughts that make everything feel hopeless, as if the next day brings nothing new, only more of the same emptiness. Maybe you are in that place right now. Maybe you have been there before and still carry the invisible scars that this kind of pain leaves deep in the soul. Scars no one can see, but you feel them in every memory, in every silence, in every moment you try to move forward. Or maybe you know someone who is exactly there right now, at the bottom, not knowing how to get out, with no energy even to ask for help, no strength to explain what they are feeling. I need you to stay with me until the end of this video, even if it is hard, even if part of you wants to give up right now. Because what I'm about to show you today is not a nice theory from a book. It is not a motivational speech that disappears when life gets hard. It is not something empty or temporary. It is a truth tested in the fire of the deepest pain, that has sustained people at the absolute limit of despair, when everything seemed lost.
It is not the pain of a sudden fall, the kind that shocks, but at least is quick and momentary. It is the slow, silent, corrosive pain of watching everything you built with so much effort collapse little by little, brick by brick, week after week. The job that disappeared after years of dedication and loyalty, the relationship that grew cold without you really understanding what happened, the health that began to fail just when you needed to be strong to face everything ahead, the faith that started to shake at the exact moment you needed it to be firm and unshakable. And the most cruel part is not when one of these things happens on its own. The most cruel part is when several happen at the same time. When the support systems fail together, one after another, as if they had agreed to collapse all at once. When you look to the right and there is no one. You look to the left and there is no one. You call a friend and it goes to voicemail. You try to talk to someone in your family and receive empty advice that shows they understand nothing, absolutely nothing, of what you are going through inside. You look up and the silence feels like a final answer. There is a name for this state. It is called deep isolation. The moment when all human support systems fail at the same time. And the physical feeling of that moment is as if the ground has been pulled out from under your feet all at once. You are falling, and there is nothing to hold on to. The worst part is not the sound of the fall. The worst part is the silence that comes after. The silence when you call and no one answers. The heavy and oppressive silence of the night, when your thoughts speak louder than anything else and you cannot turn them off or escape. The silence when you pray and the sky seems completely closed, as if your words hit a concrete ceiling and come back to you without echo, without answer, without the slightest sign that anyone heard. This place has a name in the Bible, and the Bible does not pretend it does not exist. It does not minimize its depth. It does not say that those who have faith are protected from it. On the contrary, one of the greatest men of God in history looked at this place with complete courage, named it directly, and wrote about it with an honesty that still reaches us 3,000 years later. This man was David, a king, a warrior, chosen by God from a young age. And he was not ashamed to say, "I have been in the valley of the shadow of death." Notice what he said. He did not say, "If I one day walk." He said, "Even though I walked," a lived past, real. David knew that the valley is real, that the shadow is deep, and that going through it is not weakness. It is part of the journey of anyone who chooses to live with depth and faith. "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." Psalm 23:4. But David does not stop at the shadow. And that is the detail that changes everything. After naming the valley with complete honesty, after recognizing the darkness without hiding it, without pretending it did not hurt, he says 4 words that carry the weight of eternity. 4 simple words that break the entire logic of despair at once. For you are with me. Not because you will take me out of here quickly and without scars. Not because you will make everything easy and painless from now on. Not because you will give me an explanation that suddenly makes everything make sense. But because you are with me. In the middle of the valley, in the depth of the shadow, in the darkest place I have ever faced in my life. Even there, he is there. And David goes further. He speaks about the rod and the staff of the shepherd. For those who read this today, it may seem like just a poetic detail, but it is not. The shepherd's rod was his most important tool. With it, the shepherd guided the sheep away from cliffs before they even realized the danger ahead. With it, he reached those who fell into narrow holes and had no way to get out on their own, no matter how much they struggled. With it, he protected the entire flock from predators that came in the absolute darkness of the night, silently, taking advantage of the fact that the sheep could not see anything around them. The shepherd knew where every sheep was, even in the dark, especially in the dark. And he did not rest while any were lost. And God says to you today, I have a rod, and I know exactly where you are right now. The book of Hebrews uses an even more powerful image to describe this reality. It calls hope in God an anchor of the soul, firm and secure. Think about what an anchor really does in practice. It does not stop the storm from coming. It does not calm the sea. It does not push the waves away. It does not guarantee that the ship will be comfortable and stable during the storm. What it does is only one thing, but that one thing is everything. It keeps you from drifting. It makes sure that even in the worst storm, you will not end up wherever the wind and the waves want to take you. There is a limit to how far you can go. There is something deeper than any storm holding you in place. Imagine a small ship in the open sea during a violent storm. Rain falling sideways, huge waves covering the deck, the entire hull creaking under pressure. Everything inside the ship falling, breaking, sliding. The crew can barely stand, holding on to whatever they can find. But the ship does not disappear into the ocean. Why? Because beneath the agitated surface, beneath everything the storm can reach and shake, there is an anchor fixed to the solid and unshakable bottom of the ocean. And that anchor says one thing: this far, no further. This is God's promise to you in the valley. I am the limit to how far you can fall. And a second promise confirms this truth. It came centuries after David, through the prophet Isaiah, as if God wanted to make sure once again that this message would reach every generation, every person, every heart that reaches the limit. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. Isaiah 43:2. Pay attention to every detail of this promise. God did not say that you will not go through the waters. He said that when you go through them, He will be with you. He did not say that the fire will never come. He said that when you walk through the fire, it will not consume you. The difference between these two statements is huge. The first would be a promise of total protection from suffering. The second is a promise of presence within suffering. And presence is far more powerful because it works in any situation, even the ones you never expected to face. The valley is part of the story. The storm is real. The fire burns. But they do not have the final word over your life. Because there is a presence in the valley that is greater than the valley. There is an anchor deeper than any depth your pain can reach. And a real anchor proves its value in the storm. An anchor that only works in calm seas is not an anchor. It is just decoration.
So what do you actually do when you are in the valley? What do you do when nothing seems to change? When you wake up and everything still feels the same? I want to give you 4 practical attitudes that come directly from Psalm 23. And you can start applying them today, right where you are. without waiting for anything to change first. The first attitude is this: name the place where you are. David named it without hesitation, without softening it, without trying to make it sound better than it really was. He did not call it a phase of personal growth. He did not call it a period of transition. He did not try to explain it away. He did not try to decorate it with nice words. He called it the valley of the shadow of death, exactly as it was. And that matters more than you think. Be honest with God and be honest with yourself about the real depth of your pain, about what is really happening inside you, about what you have been trying to ignore. God is not afraid of your honesty. He does not step back from your pain. He already knows exactly where you are, and He already knows exactly what you are feeling. What He wants is for you to stop wasting precious energy pretending that you are okay when you are not. Maintaining a facade that helps no one. Holding everything together on the outside while falling apart on the inside. The second attitude is this: hold on to the promise, not the feeling. In the valley, your feelings will lie to you, and they will lie with cruel consistency, again and again, louder and louder. They will tell you that God is gone for good. They will tell you that you are completely alone. They will tell you that there is no way out. They will tell you that you will never feel whole again, never feel joy again, never feel hope again. But listen carefully. Do not believe those voices. Do not build your truth on what you feel. Feelings change, they rise and fall, they come and go. But the truth remains. The anchor is not what you feel. The anchor is the Word, and the Word says with absolute clarity, I will be with you, even here, even now, in this exact moment. When what you feel contradicts what the Word says, choose the Word every time, no negotiation, no hesitation. The third attitude is this: do not go through the valley running. I know it sounds like strange advice, because everything in you wants to escape. Everything in you wants relief, wants to get out as fast as possible. But listen carefully. Psalm 23 does not say that David ran through the valley. He walked step by step, slowly, with awareness, paying attention to each step, because there is something God wants to show you inside the valley, something you would not see anywhere else, something you would not learn in comfort, a depth of character, a strength that is real, a maturity that only comes through pressure, a real intimacy with Him, without distractions, without noise, a clarity about what truly matters, about what remains, about what is eternal, and this can only be formed there, in the depth, in the darkness. Rushing may cause you to miss it. Rushing may cause you to leave the valley without understanding what it came to teach you. The fourth attitude is this: let the anchor do its job. You do not have to hold yourself together alone. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to control every outcome. You do not need to pretend a strength that has been gone for a long time. The function of the anchor is not for you to hold it. The function of the anchor is to hold you, especially when you have no strength left, especially when everything feels like it is slipping away. So take a deep breath. Slow down for a moment. Stop fighting the process. Stop trying to control what you cannot control. Release the weight from your shoulders. Let go of what is already crushing you. Let go of what you cannot carry anymore. And let Him sustain what you can no longer carry on your own. That is exactly what the anchor is for.
If you made it this far, it was not by accident. You are not hearing these words by accident. Something is happening right now. Maybe everything around you feels silent. But But that does not mean God is silent. Maybe the valley is still dark. But that does not mean you are alone. God's presence does not depend on what you feel. He entered the valley with you. There is an anchor. And it has not let you go. It is not over. You are not alone in the valley.